That little clip where I'm like, oh, this is so much nicer. Maybe I shouldn't have run my mouth so much. You know, I do that sometimes. Anyway, but still fun to be out on this Thursday morning, November 12th. It's fall. You know, man, you can see that we got some color going on here. This particular spot, you know, a lot of it has to do with trees. We don't have a lot of reds and brilliant reds and oranges and stuff, but you can see some yellows and dark orange, and it's just beautiful. I love fall. It's got to be one of my favorite times of year. And I say that now in springtime when we come out of the winter, everything's warm and starting to turn green and flowers are blooming. I'm like, oh, it's my favorite time of year. So I don't know, I have two favorites, fall and spring. But man, I do love fall. Weather's cooling off. Get out here seeing the trees changing, the leaves are falling, and you know, and not only is it just the beauty of this time of year, and I mean, and you can just, I mean, just look around. You know, look at these. Let me turn this camera and just look at the trees and the banks there, just how beautiful that is. You know, look ahead and see the reflection of those trees and stuff in this water. So not only is it just the beauty of this time of year, but you know, but I just like this time of year. I like the holidays. I like Thanksgiving and Christmas. And now historically, I like it because obviously as a kid, you get excited about getting presents and stuff. But even as a kid, I loved family getting together. That's what I loved. I loved, you know, seeing cousins that maybe lived out of town I didn't get to see, hanging out with my grandparents, and just all kinds of food and just sitting around. And it just, you know, I've always enjoyed family, and we've had great family get-togethers. And to me, Thanksgiving and having Thanksgiving and Christmas a month apart and all the other get-togethers before, I'm not like a real social person, but the smaller intimate settings with people that you really, you know and they're close to, just, man, it's great times. Unfortunately, this year with the coronavirus, there's probably not going to be near as much as that. Just this week, you know, I already got a message from my aunt that my mom's family's Christmas has kind of been canceled, and I understand it. It's the right call. I hate it, but it's the right thing, because here in North Alabama, you know, the coronavirus cases are on the rise again. It's, you know, and even in my church, we've had a few more than usual, and so our Sunday school classes have gone back to Zoom only, and it's tough times. You know, this coronavirus thing, it's the pits. You know, and I feel for those who have struggled with it. I know there's been those who've, and of course I say it's the pits and stuff. There's those who's lost their life because of this. So, you know, certainly my condolences to those people, and it could be me or somebody in my family here real soon. Thank the Lord it hasn't been so far, but there have been those that's been gravely affected by loss of loved ones, others jobs and financial situations, and then many that simply just their mental health, you know, the depression, things being locked down, frustration trying to find stuff like canoes or whatever, and standing in lines. I mean, it's had an impact on a lot of people in a lot of ways. So you know, it's just a bad thing, but hopefully we'll come out of this thing pretty soon, and you know, they'll figure out some ways to cure it, prevent it, minimize it or something. But anyway, but for now we're in it. It's going to affect the holidays. It won't be the same, but everybody just hang in there, and we'll just try to all get through this together. You know, another thing, of course, again, this is my first time out on this boat, so I'm getting a feel for the boat and how it handles and all this. But I've got to get my camera setups done. I've got my 2 cameras running right now, and but they're just on with these little jaw clamps that just kind of latch on to the gunnels, the sides, and then got the little flex tube thing. So that's working for now. But you know, I have them to where I can reach them to turn them on and off, which is handy. But the problem now though is having to, you know, switch sides with the paddle. Normally I would just kind of do like that, slinging around in front of me, but with these cameras I can't do that, so I'm having to be real careful not to hit the cameras or go over the top, which sometimes drips on my head. And anyway, and that's another thing here, the wind, you probably can't see it. I don't know if you can even hear it on the cameras, but I checked the forecast before I left the house this morning, and we had like 12-mile-per-hour winds. So that's one reason I determined to come here to Flint Creek. I knew that I'd have a little current right here, but you know what? I knew if I went to the refuge on the open waters there, you can see there's some small ripples on the water, but it's mostly flat. If I was on the refuge, and there'd be waves, from this 12-mile-per-hour wind, I'd be really fighting it. So I did come here to try to get out of the wind to be able to, not only, and really not so much get some good footage, but really more just get a feel for the boat without having to just be blown all over the place by sub-gale force winds. So this has been good. Got some current, like I said, but it's all right. It's not too bad, and it is pretty and sheltered from the wind. Man, this is great. It is. Thankful to have this canoe. It's going to be fun. I'll figure it out. I get used to it. Get all my little systems down. Get my paddle and get my configuration and just get used to it. It's going to be nice. But I'm glad to have my canoe. Yeah, I gotta remember, it's a work day. I gotta work today, so I can't be out here just puttering around all day. Let's see, 6:47. I'm good. I'm about 15 minutes from home. Of course, granted, you gotta load up and tie the boat down and do all that, but yep, I'm good. I'll turn back here in a little bit. Fortunately, I am able to work from home right now, so that gives me a lot more time. I don't have to, okay, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I ain't had a shower this morning. But fortunately, working from home, I don't have to worry about getting one before I start work. I don't have to go home and then get in my truck and go to my office. I can take whatever time I want to be out here and do this, and then I'm getting in mud and getting stuck. And then, but yeah, just take my time out here to do this and then go straight home and get to work. So it's a good deal. I'm very fortunate to be able to do that. Breakfast. Wake up. I didn't want to do all that. I just needed to kind of stay focused on the task at hand, which was trying this thing out, and trying to get some footage of it and get a few clips for maybe a video. So, but I'll have time to fish out of it. It'd be nice. I like it. I'm excited about it. I'm glad to have the canoe again.